Hello and welcome to all you Aries people. This is your monthly horoscope for October 2021 in an Aries way, right? I can tune in very easily to Aries people because I have my moon in Aries myself, and Aries people are about let's just get into it, right? And hopefully this is not a way too long video, 5 minutes maximum. And this is all about the month of October is all about you versus others. I could talk about a millions of transits that are going on, but the most important thing is your relationships for October. So that's where your focus is going to be. Whether you like it or not, that's the weather forecast, so to speak. And Aries people, your ruler, Mars, so that's the planet that is the ruler of the sign of Aries, is in your opposite house of other people and of relationships. So Mars in Libra, that is in itself for everyone. It means that we need to negotiate to get along. We need to see someone else's viewpoint to get along. We need to, that doesn't mean to say, and this is where Aries people have like this, you could say, this paradox, you could say, because Aries is all about me and Libra is all about the other. And how to take that into balance is going to be the work for for October, for all you Aries people out there who have a sun in Aries, a rising sign. Mostly rising sign is important, but to a lesser extent the sun and the moon as well. So, what is the best thing to do to get the most out of life? Dear Aries people, it's listening to what other people are saying, but not to say that what you think is not irrelevant. On the contrary, it's both ways, and it's like being the good listener, but also being the good speaker. And talking about speech, Mercury is playing a very significant role in the month of October because Mercury goes direct also in the sign of Libra. Guess what? You're having like a traffic jam in your seventh house of relationships. So this is about, and it's a very interesting retrograde of Mercury. So it goes direct again, Mercury, on the 19th. So when it comes to, for you in particular, dear Aries people, if you want to sign contracts that are very, very important for you, it's best to do it after Mercury goes direct, which is after the 19th. But it's even better to do that after the whole shadow retrograde thing, which is the beginning, the first week of November. Again, take that how it resonates. Of course, don't let yourself... if you really have to sign a contract, of course, do your Aries stuff. Sign the contract, even when you are scared, and then you take the consequences. Because sometimes it's just about readjusting. There's nothing really that an Aries person can't do, We can adjust if we have to, we kind of refocus, and that's it. So don't let yourself be scared of the fact that I really have to sign during a Mercury retrograde. It has to be how it has to be, but be aware of those shifts that can happen, especially for you when it comes to contracts. And it doesn't necessarily say or means to say that it's wrong. That's the whole Mercury retrograde thing. I always see it as an extra work, not as bad. It's how we deal with energies. Energies are neutral, and the more we realize that, the more we can turn around things as we want them to turn around. It's of course easy when things are very joyful and happy and coming our way, and when it's not so happy, it's a bit more difficult to turn it around. But anyway, having said that, also on a relationship level, negotiation, business, there is something very truthful that I like about this Mercury retrograde, because Mercury, I said it in the other video of September as well. So when you're watching this, it is applicable for September, especially at the end of September. this energy of truthfulness. And if there's one thing that Aries people like, it's truthfulness. And so it's about speaking your truth and getting to the bottom of things, and almost in an obsessive way, but that is needed so that at the very point when you think this is too much obsessive thinking about a connection, about a relationship, it can also be about work, because this Mercury is squaring Pluto 3 times at the end of September, the beginning of October, and also the end of October and the beginning of November. So there is a lot of, Pluto is about power, it's about transformation, it's about obsession. And it's through that process of obsession that clarity comes, and that the surrender status of the letting go status. I know Aries people don't like the word surrender, but it's about like you come towards its maximum so that you can't do any, because you haven't got control over it. So you have to let go. And in that process, in that peak of letting go, comes the truthfulness and the knowledge. There is something happening for you, very important and significant for a certain relationship, and or for some people it's both ways, and or for your work. So a very Aries kind of truthful month, the month of October. Although your ruler is in the opposite sign, you will have to do it in a bit of an alternative way, which means a bit against your nature. You know, Aries is about, you know, getting to the root of the matter. Use that to investigate and to go deep, but also know that you will only know the truth after you let go of the result, you know. So it's a very challenging energy, but I think for Aries people, amazing energy. And I think at the end of the month, and certainly the beginning of November, you will know. If you are that kind of Aries person that says, look, on a level of relationships, on a level of work, I don't know where I'm heading. Keep on going. Do the be the true Aries that you are. Go for the truth, dig deep, but don't force too much. You know, when you feel that you're forcing too much, it's the negative side of Pluto. Let go a little bit. It's like a dance that you're doing. And in the process of the letting go and the refocus on how can you let go best when you're an Aries, focusing on something else. And in that you will know the truth. If you're doubting about a person and you don't know what is going on with this person, you do your work, you do your job, you do the investigation, you do the communication, but don't go too far. Don't force things, and then the truth will come for you. So truthfulness in relationship, truthfulness in career as well. You know, if you don't know where you're heading, just keep on digging. Don't force too much, and the truth will come. I like this very much for you. This what a month this is. October, the more I'm talking about it, because it's all in key areas of your life. And you have, of course, a new moon as well. A full moon in your sign at the end of around the 20th. There's a full moon in your sign. So again, it's like not a double whammy, but a triple whammy of relationships. What you need versus what other people need. I'm going to wrap this up. You know, that's the most important. There's tons of other things happening. You know, if you're traveling, for instance, it could be very romantic when you're traveling. It could be, yeah, if you're single, it could be very romantic, but know that, you know, keep the feet on the ground. Don't think that it's too good to be true. If you keep the feet on the ground, it can be a very soulmate connection. Anyways, having said that, enjoy it. Enjoy this very beautiful month for you. And and your ruler squares up to Pluto as well. A lot of transformation around the 22nd. And this again has to do with, I think, a bit more around your career. There's transformation. If you want to go for a career and you're scared of it, this is the month of doing it. But it's a process. Only do it when you're full on, dear Aries people. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.